Okay, so I'm gonna repeat this to you. You don't have to say anything. This is what I have. January 7th, 148.52 paid. January 7th, it was paid by an auto debit. February 6th, 148 was paid by an auto debit. Um, and then it was reversed February 13th because of insufficient funds. March 6th was due $319.40, which is March and February. March 8th, March 6th, a recurring payment of $319 was paid. March 8th, an online payment was made for $320. March 13th, the $319.40 was returned. Basically, I guess it's a refund because I had overpaid for the month, I suppose. And then April 7th is where we left off. You said it was $160, I think you said. Oh, I'm sorry. I was sitting up here talking, didn't even have you off mute. Anyway, I just did a whole review of everything you just told me. But where we are is April 7th. And
Okay.
And you said it's $160.
160 and 31 cents here. So we've only received that payment on the 17th of April. You've made that credit card payment via your mobile.
Okay, $160.31 was paid mobile, okay?
On the 17th of April, you've made that payment.
Okay, payment made, okay?
Then for May, your payment is due on the 7th of May for $160.91.
Okay.
And that was received on the 10th of May. With your credit card, you've made it through the web. So you've made it online.
Okay, online. Okay, that was paid May 10th. Okay,
Okay. Then if I do move on, remember you've made a policy change in April. So I do see though, with that change in April, it has affected your bill for...
It said what?
Yeah. So then for the month of June, your policy that increases. Okay, so on the 7th of June, there was a payment due for $399.58.
Okay.
That was due for the 7th of June. Okay? That payment you've made by the 20th of June on your mobile with your credit card.
Okay. What credit card number what credit card number is that?
It doesn't show the credit card number itself on the statement, but if it is still the same details, it would be the one I've advised at the start of the call that we have saved on the account. Do you remember that last 4 digits?
It was 6329, so that's the same one.
It could possibly be the same details because that's the only details that are saved on the account.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But keep that payment amount in mind that we've requested or you've made on the 20th of June. Okay?
Yeah.
And then let me just see what else I can find here. I do see that your policy reinstated due to the utility inputted out lapse. What is this? And then you changed the last due date to change. What? Sorry that I do tend to speak to myself. I'm just trying to calculate to figure out what is happening because that payment of the $399.58, that bill was carried over to the month of, I was in the cancellation bill as it wasn't paid on time. of $369.72.
And what is that payment for?
That is for the month of July.
Can you explain to me if it was a policy change that made it $3.99 a month? Why is it now $3.69?
Just going to have a look at that. Just bear with me. $399.58. Okay. There was a late payment fee that generated of $10 as well. And the payment is due to be paid on the 6th. Just double check. That's the 7th it needed to be paid. That was that date. I'm just trying to calculate where the few cents is coming from, okay? So sorry for my silence.
Well, you want to know what I was told?
Sure.
That $3.69 on documents that I had is my 2 payments of $160 for something plus a late fee. That's what I was told. It was 2 monthly payments plus a $10 late fee.
I'm sorry to ask you at this stage, but who has advised you that it was for that 2 months of the 160?
I think an email or a text message. I can't remember. But I mean, that $369.72 is not the same as $399.58. And if it was paid late, and my monthly payment is $399.58, this so I've so-called been told, didn't know nothing about. But if it's $399.58 and it was that was the payment and it was paid late, what was the late fee that was paid? Because it was the same thing from $399.58 on the 7th to $399.58 on the 20th that was paid, and then July 7th, I'm being told that I'm supposed to have been paying 2 payments. So if I'm supposed to have been paying 2 payments, then that should have been $399.58 the next month too. But for some reason, it's $369.72 that I was told was 2 payments that was late and with a $10 payment late fee. Just like you just said, it had a $10 late fee. So if that $369 has a $10 late fee, you take the $10 off, you divide that by 2, that gives you my 160 payments. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So I guess you can keep going because I don't, like you trying to figure out how to explain, how did it go from $399.58 to $369.72? If it's so-called my monthly payment, because I can say that most of the time my monthly payments are generally the same at least once or twice. So can you explain July?
I'll take a look through the details for you to get a better understanding as well. Do you mind if I place you in a brief hold?
No, I don't mind, but I have to place you on one as well. So if you come back, I'm not back just yet. Please give me 1 second.
Sure, no worries. It'll be a brief silence at my end, okay?
Thank you, mine
Thank
too.
you.
Mom. What time? 10:50 we leave.
What time is it?
10:30.
Okay, I'm about to get dressed.
That's 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm about to get dressed. Did she come back? The sheer fuckery, honey. When people keep playing with my life. Oh, you the people. What are you here for, girl?
Toothpaste.
Oh. Okay. Give me 1 second. A cancellation for June?
In June, yes, because I do see that the policy reinstated, hence why it has been billed you that amount of $399.58 as the policy reinstated. It was sent on a cancel. It was sent on a cancellation notice.
So let's see here. Okay, so let me go back to my notes here. Okay. Let me make sure I got it right here. So, it's just here. That's that. That's. 1 second. Let me turn back into my notes. So. Okay. So. Something's not making sense here. So let me go to let me see. April 7th, it was due, was paid. May, it was due, was paid. June, okay, you say on the 7th, $399 was paid. Give me a second here, because this is confusing the death out of me. I mean, let me see
It
here.
definitely is a bit, to be honest, it is a bit confusing because it shows that we've received that payment on the 20th of June. We've received your payment of the $399.58. But I am trying to get a better understanding to why they have billed that amount and what was changed between your last payment and this payment. So I'm just trying to locate that information for you as well.
Okay.
And it is quite a large, it's definitely a big difference.
Yeah, exactly. So let me tell you what I have, okay? For whatever reason, I have no idea why, but my husband receives these email communications from Trish office, even though I've requested everything to be sent to me via email. So my husband, he texts me June 14th, a text message or something from Megan at Trish Geyer Allstate. Just reaching out as an auto insurance payment is past due. Payment of $399.58 would need to be made by the end of the day, June 15th, to keep policy in active status and prevent any late fees. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so that's June 14th, and June 7th, I paid $399.58. And then I received on June 14th that the $399.58 was not paid. So then I guess I tried to make a payment again of $399.58, I guess on that 20th. Can you repeat what was done June 7th and June 20th? Because I'm confused. I'm sorry.
There isn't any details on the system for June the 7th. So what I can see on the system in front of me, so I'm going to go back. Remember you paid in May. You've made that 160.91 payment, correct? Then there was a bill issued on the 17th of May to advise it's going to be $399.58. Okay?
So wait. I'm sorry. I'm very confused. So okay, on one record, I got my May bill was due the 7th of 160.91, and
Yes.
then it
So,
shows paid 5/10 160.91.
yes.
Okay, so all right,
Okay, so keep that. You've made that payment, okay?
yeah.
So then it skips a few days on the record itself. So it shows on the 17th of May, they then showed that the bill would be $3.99 and 58 cents. That is showing on the 17th of May. Okay? Then it skips all the way up until
So wait, I'm sorry. So are you telling me I have two due dates in May?
no, it's not two due dates. It's just a bill itself to say what the next bill would be.
Oh, so
that
May.
was already
Oh, I see. May 17th bill is
yeah, the
$3.99.
e-bill. Yes, so it shows the $3.99 and 58 cents. However, it doesn't give me a breakdown why it's charging this amount to you.
Right.
Because then it already automatically skips to a point where it shows that you've not made the payment. So on 31st of May, multi-policy home auto and discount cross index, you've added. Okay, give me a sec. I want to take a look what was added on the 31st of May. Let me see if I can find that information for you. Have you spoken to your agent or any time recently regards to any changes?
I did, but I never was able to initiate the change because I was told that in order for me to initiate the change for the student discount, I had to get documentation so that I could receive it. And because I could not get the documentation, I couldn't turn it in. So I was under the thought process that in order for that policy change to take place, I had to provide the proper documentation. And I didn't. So I just assumed nothing changed because nobody nobody told me that, because I was quoted for that student change $320, $340, and $360 is what the highest amount that I can remember being told with various different scenarios. I have no idea where $399.58 is coming from. I don't even know what that policy looks like. I don't know what's covered under that policy. I don't have any phone calls that can come up and they tell me your payment is going to be $399, because nobody ever said my payment would be $399, because I would have not agreed to go from January $140 a month, and typically $140, $120 for the last 3, 4, 5 years. I would not take a $400 payment from a $160 payment. I would not have accepted that. I was never told that my monthly payment for the student discount, which is what I was told it was called, a student discount, insurance, because she was in college. I was never told my payment would be $399. So I have no clue how that happened either.
So just to confirm, if it was a discussion directly with the agent, I would advise to speak to them for them to give you a better understanding with regards to why they have then implemented documents, or they've added something that might have then increased your premium to this amount.
And you
Because
said,
I do feel that if you're not aware of what is happening, and this is something you're going to need to take up with them directly, because honestly speaking, it is a large amount that it has jumped from 160 to 399. Okay, so it's definitely a large amount to be paying on the system or to what you paid before. So I'm not sure if you're wanting to have a word with them again. Or if you'd like, I can get you through to a licensed representative to do a policy review with you with regards to what was discussed before.
I would like to do that, but can you finish what happened on May 31st?
Yeah, sure. So if I go to May 31st, there's definitely details that have been adjusted, but it doesn't give me the access to see what happened on this day. Alright, if there was any documentation that was sent to you or so and wasn't completed, in some cases it does as well push the premium up if there's incomplete documentation.
Okay, that's
Alright, so on
May
that,
31st.
May the 31st, yes.
And my request for communication is email, right? Do you see anything emailed to me about this adjustment?
Let me see, I'm just going to need to go on a separate page. Give me a second.
Gabrielle, I'm ready. Gabrielle, it's time to go.
It shows though that there were documents said that we've made a change to your policy which took effect on the 31st of May. The enclosed amended policy declaration includes your premium for the current policy period has not been affected, and the coverage and limits you carry for your vehicles and cost of those coverages are listed in the detail of the enclosed amended policy declaration. Just to see what is this.
Was it emailed to me? Because I don't have any of this in my email. And that's the only, I have a concussion. I can't use that app. I've tried. The words are way too small. I can't read anything. I don't have access to a computer. So the only thing that I can do is email. It's just easy for me to click and read. I can't, sometimes it's too many clicks. I can't read what it's saying. And I'm not seeing what I was told I would see. I don't see any titles of the stuff I was told I would be getting via email. I don't see any of it.
Alright, so what I can do is I can send you as much detail that I can send you with regards to the changes that have taken effect on the plan for you. I do as well see, let me have a look what is this.
And
I'm going to email it to you.
I reported fraudulent activity on my account, and I was told that I was being transferred to the fraud department. I talked to the fraud department, and they told me they were going to be sending me the documentation of the report of fraud. I haven't received that either. I haven't received anything this month or the last about week or two that I've been asking for these documents to be emailed to me. They're not. So can you also put it in for hard copies to be sent to me? Because I have no idea why these things are not making it to me. And why I'm being charged over and over again. And I have text messages that they just sent me that said it $409 was due January 5th, I'm sorry. $409 was due July 5th, I'm sorry, just this month. And I don't see no 409. I haven't heard you tell me 409 anytime, but I have text messages from Trish saying I have to pay 409 July 5th or my insurance is going to cancel that night. And I've asked for a fraud investigation. I haven't received anything, so I don't want to I have a concussion. I've reached about my maximum point. of doing this right now. Can you please send me anything about my call for the fraudulent report? And if you don't see anything, can you please forward my account to the fraud department? And I have requested that Trish not touch my account again. I told her that because she told me she was going to put me on some type of payment plan. I didn't tell her I want a payment plan. She told me she was going to do it. And I have not given her permission to put me on no payment plan. So I don't know what's going on with my account. I just want to make this clear. I am requesting fraud investigation. I want that in writing via hard copy mail, email. I cannot use your app. I have a disability. I must receive it in hard copy or email only. And that's all I have for right now. I have to call back at a different time. Can you please put on the notes what we've discussed today and the fact that I am not satisfied, and that's about all I can do right now. I'm at my wit's end with this concussion right now.
I completely understand. Yeah, so I'll have the details noted on the system for you, and I'll forward through the hard copies, which can take between 7 to 10 days for that to arrive to your place. Alright, so I'll have that set up for you. Regarding the investigation, I do see it has been sent through, which they would still be in communication with you directly regards to that fraudulent activity that you have mentioned. Alright, so there is details on the system and has been notified to them as well.
Thank
So
you.
what I'll do is, it's a pleasure. I'll place the rest of the details on the system as noted to what we have discussed. And my apologies again for the level of service that you've been receiving. Alright, it's definitely not what we expect in our customers to experience. And we're just expecting the best service to be provided, because at the end of the day, it's something that you're paying for. You do expect to get a good service as well. Alright, so
Thank you.
again, if it is that you're wanting to change your agent due to the service that they've provided to you, would recommend to do that.
Oh, can you take a payment? Can you take whatever payment is due? I was told something needs to be paid by the 15th. I was told that 409 needs to be paid by the 15th. The card that you have on file, can you go ahead and place that payment while you guys figure this all out?
Sure, I can definitely process that for you. I do see that the payment showing that is due to be paid is $369.72.
Okay, that's a difference from what I have been sent, but no problem if you can process that, ma'am. Thank you.
Let me do that. It's my pleasure. So, Talisha, before I let you go, you will as well receive an email in the next 4 to 8 hours confirming that payment has gone through successfully for you today. Okay? Let me just confirm. Would you like to then save this card information for future use once again?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Alright, it has generated as well a reference number for the payment you've made. Would you like to just take this reference down?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what I have for you is 2294 4254.
Thank you.
You're welcome again, Talisha. Thanks again for your patience and your time with me today. I do appreciate your patience once again. Okay. One last thing I would like to ask of you: should you receive an email in the next 24 hours asking for feedback based on our conversation today, there will be a rating between 1 to 10, with 10 rating as the best if you feel that was helpful today. There will be a comment section. All right. You're more than